Well, Sasfins, David Shapiro, the market seems to have just steadily moved down all day today. A definite negative trend. What's going on?
Yeah, it's mainly resources coming under pressure. I think we had such a solid May that there's bound to be some kind of profit taking. I'm not stressed by it. I think that there will be a recovery, and I'm sure that what was interesting though today was that base metal prices were down, yet the precious metals were up. Gold and platinum was stronger. It didn't follow through to gold shares. Oh, sorry, to mining shares. They were under pressure. But take that away, the overall market was strong. Banks were up, industrials up. So quite a number of features there to talk about.
Interesting that the banks are up. We had some news. Obviously, Peregrine is financial services more generally, but they're pretty bad numbers. Headline earnings per share down 80% thanks to that huge interest charge.
Well, it wasn't only interest, but a lot of it is performance fees as well. So you find the Cadies, the Peregrines, other financial services companies that charge performance fees, even Sanlam and some of the bigger institutions. So as soon as the market goes down, it has this exaggerating effect or amplifying effect on their results. Now, you don't know what the charges are, what the performance fees are. Are they based on whether you outperform the index? Because sometimes if the index goes down and you don't go down that much, you also get performance fees. Or is it on an absolute basis? But I think Peregrine hedge funds are mainly on absolute basis. So I think this is, it hurt them a lot.
Right. So it's the same story that we've seen at all the other places. Really, the market's coming off are the things that are really hurting the bottom line. It's not operational. It's linked to the investments.
Hopefully, when things turn around, the market goes up. You're going to find insurance companies, these companies, operationally geared to a turn up in the market.
I don't know if you saw the stuff out of Imperial. They were saying they expect that within a year they'll have a turnaround at their dealerships. Does that not sound very optimistic to you?
I always say that's the PowerPoint presentation. Let's see delivery.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It's very hard to say. I think it's on the basis that interest rates are coming down and that certain of the other costs have come down. Cost of food has come down. So, there'll be more money in the wallet of the consumer. But I think the consumer's holding back and stretching the car out a little longer and doing that, not going out and spending aggressively. Also concerned about job losses. So I don't see, I hope Hubert Brody's right, but I don't see that in the market at the moment.
Yeah, one wonders if he means, that it's getting back to previous levels or whether it's just going to stop hemorrhaging the way
Felicity,
it is.
they haven't got proof of that. That's why I think it's wishful thinking. So, I don't want to knock him. I think he's a great manager and I like him very much and I own Imperial shares, but I don't think people can make those kind of forecasts yet.
And the business confidence index out today, down again. Were you surprised to see that?
No, I still think the mood is down. Remember, don't measure it against the stock market because a lot of the stock market is based on international markets, international trade, commodity prices. Locally, I think things, the downward momentum gathers.
Well, talking about commodity prices, do you know we've got a gold seminar coming up? Have you heard about it? No, the shocked look says he hasn't.
I thought that was in February.
No, we've got a safe haven in troubled times seminar coming up with MineWeb. The speakers are Alan Demby of the SA Gold Coin Council, Vladimir Nedelovic from Absa Capital, Issy Bacha of Cycle Trends, and Peter Major from Cadies Corporate Solutions. And our own Barry Sargent will act as a facilitator, so that should be
that should be fun.
Quite worth seeing, I would imagine. It's going to be at Sandton, at the JSE building there, on the 18th of June at 7:30 a.m. and you'll be served tea, coffee, and muffins. If anyone's interested in booking, they can contact Barbara Mazaris on 082-881-0783 or barbara@moneyweb.co.za. Gold's been quite a thing to watch over the last while. Even now, despite a lot of pressures and improvements elsewhere, it's still just kicking it.
Felicity, a lot of, wherever you read now, gold in the lineup, particularly with the dollar under pressure. And it's counter-cyclical to gold. So strong talk that it's going to exceed, go over $1,000. And gold shares have been tremendous performance, and for the first time we're getting a lot of investment in gold. In fact, today Bloomberg's was criticizing Buffett, because Buffett's always been anti-gold, and they monitored the performance of gold shares over the last bit, showing what he had missed.
This is where the outperformance really was. David Shapiro is with Sasfins.
If you are